Hello, everyone. This is Doug once again. I wanted to show you an article. It's on Mail Online. It's about Sheriff David Clarke, Milwaukee County Sheriff. Everybody knows I'm from Wisconsin, and he made some statements and all that stuff the other day. What Second Amendment and Obama's new laws he wants to get passed. I'm going to read it. Here's another article. Sheriff Clarke urges citizens to arm themselves, and it says, "Can I count on you?" It's the question Milwaukee County Sheriff David A. Clarke Jr. asked residents in a new radio spot about personal safety. Officers laid off and furloughed, simply calling 911 and waiting is no longer your best option, he states. Clarke tells residents personal safety isn't a spectator sport, and I need you in the game. You could beg for mercy from a violent criminal, hide under the bed, or you can fight back. But are you prepared? Clarke suggests listeners take up a firearm safety course and learn how to handle a firearm, so you can defend yourself until we get there. Clarke calls residents partners and says, you have a duty to protect yourself and your family. And I think that's really awesome. And I want to read you another part of Milwaukee County. Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett's office released a statement criticizing the ad. Apparently, Sheriff David Clarke is auditioning for the next, Dirty Harry movie. You're talking about hypocrites and jackasses. I'm calling it the way it is. I'm going to start doing that a lot more. Mayor Tom Barrett. Several years ago, he got beaten so bad with a tire iron, he was attacked out by his vehicle. He got beaten within an inch of his life. But yet, he's against gun control. Maybe you should go back several years ago and wake up and smell the roses. There's a lot more to this article and all that stuff. I'm gonna put a link below. About Sheriff David Clarke. One thing that's really important about this is that you remember something, Milwaukee County and all that. There's probably about 1 million people. It's a very, very, very big city. So it's not a small town of 2,000 or 5,000 people and stuff like that. And this is one of the biggest, one of the bigger counties. I was kind of waiting for one of the sheriff's departments or something like that. I was hoping some sheriff in Wisconsin would start doing this, so it can start the the snowball effect. And I'm really impressed. So I'm actually gonna be calling Sheriff Clarke up tomorrow and thanking him. And that's what it is. It's about self-defense, Second Amendment. I'm all for it. Of course, should everybody have a gun? No. Like sick perverts and stuff like that shouldn't get guns, but we're responsible Americans. I hope everybody looked at that video I did here last weekend, pass it on. I'm hoping to take my little girl out, my 10-year-old, and go some rabbit or squirrel hunting sometime during this year. And because me and her talked about it, go out there with a 22, and, we can't compromise. We can't ever compromise on our, firearms. We let them get away with, okay, as long as we keep our firearms, we'll take that. We'll accept the new mandate for the 10-round magazines. No, they're not taking anything from me. I know they're not going to be taking them from my friends. I hope everybody else, feels the same way. I feel it was pretty lame of all them little kids and all that stuff standing by Obama. That is so lame. It's such propaganda. It's so full of BS. I just get, I get pretty upset about all of it. But the thing is, no matter whatever happens, do not, if they come out trying to ban guns and stuff like that, or if the law does pass and magazines and stuff like that, don't turn them in. They're hoping in on it. The odds are in our favor. People give too much credit to the Department of Homeland Security, FEMA, Heck, if you even looked at the newspaper today about Hurricane Sandy, that the effects are still being felt by the homeless and stuff like that. FEMA couldn't find a hooker at a whorehouse. They couldn't get organized enough to help a lot of people out there on the East Coast. People are giving too much credit to the Department of Homeland Security. You could round up all the U.S. Marshal Service, all the police, all U.S. military, all branches, Department of Homeland Security, TSA, ATF. And they're still outgunned by the American public by about 60 to 1. The odds are in our favor. We don't turn on our firearms no matter whatever happens. All right, I don't want to. You know, I'm the first one. I'm going to stand. You know, one thing that I do think it's important about, even with firearms, I believe everybody. You know, most people, a lot of people, they've been prior military, whatever, like me, and you know, that's okay. But you know, for other people that have not, you know, they should go out there and get a carry conceal permit. You know, just go through the training and stuff like that, because it is very informative. And they talk about laws and stuff like that, right? But the other, you know, and that's where you can carry, conceal, where you can't, and I think that's important. Go out there and practice with your firearms. Be responsible. That is what it's about. You know, for me, carrying concealed, do I carry a firearm anywhere? No. But then look where I live. I don't live in Chicago. But I do have one, because there will be a time that we will all be carrying a firearm everywhere we go. Okay. Please leave a clean response. God bless. Take care. You know,